So if you wanted to go and introduce this to a networking group that's been around in Utah, first of all, how difficult is it to get that networking group onto the app? And I guess, does it cost anything for that to happen? Like, does somebody have to download, I guess, the app? Does a host have to like create something, download something, create an account? How does all that work from their standpoint?
Well, the advantage for a host, if they create an event, and it's free to create an event in there, is that they can get all the contact info of everyone that checks into your event. And so if you have a struggle of like, oh, we have all these people coming in, but we missed some contact info,
right,
you can have this check-in, have it either assign them seat, open seating, whatever. But that way you're collecting the data and they're not just checking into a building and connecting without your input, right? But what's cool about that is if you are running like a networking event that has seating, you now provide that extra additional layer for those people. So it always introduce them to new people. And then the other advantage is like they can send push notification messages to the people in their group. They have text message capability as well as emails, so they can send out, RSVP invites and all that type of stuff. But Networkr is really meant to help a group with everything A to Z. So like we have the events app, we have a WordPress plugin that we can install on your website, and then when people RSVP, it auto puts them into your CRM as well as your app. So everything is inside of there. And then we also have a CRM called Networkr CRM. And when people use that, their leads could go in there. They can set up their automations, their RSVP, newsletter, all those different things, right, from the CRM, plus their cells of like, upgrading a guest to a member, which is super important for a networking event to grow. But it has everything needed for a group to actually do everything. And it just all depends on what they need. Because if they just need the app, they can use the app. If they need all the additional stuff that we have to offer, we'd be more than happy to talk to them and help them get fully set up so that they're ready to rock and roll with every single system working for them.
That's fantastic. So as a networking host, I can download your app. I can create an event for free on there for now, right? I can create an event for free, and I can start capturing the people who are attending the event. And if I have seating, like, for example, what I've seen is like having numbers at tables, I can assign people at each of those tables and host everything straight from the app. And then not only do I have sign in through the app, but I can also have their information for after event follow-up communication too, right?
Yeah, after event communication, all their attendees now, instead of contacting the event organizer, like, oh, who was at my table?
Yeah.
And then the event organizer's like, oh gosh, I think they were a guest. I have no idea who it was. The app will help trade that contact info in a way that people are in control of it, because you can go in the app and set up privacy settings for your contact info. And then it's like only people this level, and it automatically turns people to a level 1 if you're at the same table. But it's like, at that point gives like a business card to each other, right?
Oh, interesting.
And it's like
a digital business card.
Yeah. And you can control even all your social media links. You could be like, hey, I don't want them to have my Facebook link unless they're like this level or something like that.
Oh, cool. So you can kind of like gatekeep some of the information until you have met them or created a relationship more than just that one-time interaction.
Exactly. And the other thing that's awesome is they can put in what their ask is or what they need or what they can help others with, right?
And when you say ask, like, what do you mean by that?
So like if you're a mortgage broker, for example, you'd probably want introductions to realtors, as well as maybe some loan officers and things like that.
Okay, so like a lender would be saying, hey, I want an introduction to the broker of, Berkshire Hathaway, in this location.
Yep.
And then they put that out there to their network that's already in the Networkr app. And then those people can see it and be like, hey, I know this guy. I met him. He's a really cool guy. I actually know somebody from Berkshire Hathaway that might be able to give me that contact information.
Exactly. And, you can put in there, I know someone or I am that person. person.
Oh, cool.
And then you can either create a lead for the person, they get the lead right through the app, and they know who it's from, they know it's from you, that type of thing. Or you can just, contact them. But the whole app has like a messaging section to where you can message people that you meet, and a social media wall, so that when you are updating like your status or something, we only allow you to update it once a day, but then people can stay in touch with what you have going on.
Right.
And we only allow you to post once a day. So it's like,
That's smart. So that way you're not like blasting all the time.
yeah. And the way our ranking algorithm works is that the last people that you met will actually show up higher on the list. And so that way you can actually, the people that you just recently connected to, there's a way to really connect with them. So if you're putting out things like, oh, I need this, or I have this available, or something like that, that's a great way. So it's like, not only are you helping visitors or members in your networking group connect, but you're actually giving them these marketing tools with the people they did connect, without them being intrusive of like pushing into your email box or something like that. So it's like the social side of this whole thing really makes it, I think, work.